Okay, one last teensy weensy little thing before you play is just simply knowing where to put your bow to get the best sound, the one that you want. So that is called the contact point, and it is anywhere in between the bridge and like the tiniest little bit over the fingerboard. Generally, we want to keep the bow away from actually being on top of the fingerboard because that's where fingers go, and bows don't go where fingers go, and vice versa. So, quick detour. When you're plucking, you want to anchor your thumb on the corner of the fingerboard and pluck over the fingerboard here. It'll get you a much rounder and warmer sound. Because if you pluck back here where the string tension is at its highest, first of all, it won't sound very good, and second of all, it'll definitely not sound good after a while because for the same reason you don't want to touch your bow hair with your hands, and that oily reaction with the rosin will ruin your bow. Same thing can happen to your strings or the face of your instrument. So you always want to use a cloth to wipe off the rosin dust from your strings and your instrument, and not pluck back here because it doesn't sound very good, and you'll get oil and gross stuff all over your strings. So we only go just the tiniest little bit here over the fingerboard. That is lane 5, and we use this for our extreme soft dynamics, and also techniques known as sul tasto or sur la touche or flattando. Those are all just over the fingerboard, really soft, really floaty, whispery sounds. So those are achieved here in lane 5. Lane 4, right next door, is kind of your just general piano, mezzo piano zone. Lane 3 is the Goldilocks lane. This is where we just like to be. You can play pretty softly here, and you can play pretty loudly here. So lane 3 is a really great place to be. It's also pretty much dead center in this 5-lane zone. Lane 2 is almost next to the bridge, but not quite. Lane 2 is where you want to go for really loud things, forte, fortissimo. And lane 1, right beside the bridge, is another special technique place called ponticello or sul ponticello. Sorry, I was thinking of sur le pont, which maybe that's how it's written in French music. I know there's a French folk song called Sur le pont d'Avignon, which on the bridge to Avignon. So sur le pont basically means on the bridge, and it sounds like this. So it's kind of soft, kind of scratchy. You're getting a lot of metallic sound from your strings, and that's supposed to be happening. If you get that during the course of a regular bow stroke, then you're having issues with a straight bow, and you're skating around between the lanes, and nobody likes a swervy driver. So you need to learn how to pull a straight bow. And that all comes from the control of your first finger on the bow. So now that you know your bow lanes, we can talk about actually how to pull the bow, how to achieve sound. So you've made it. Here we go. The actual tone video.